Hello, hello, hello. How everybody doing? Have you been looking for me? Well, guess what? You found me in the kitchen with Angela. Here your girl go, Creole Roots style. I'm in the house. It's Sunday afternoon and I have a dish coming toward you. All things New Orleans. I'm doing it my way. That's it. That's how. That's what we doing today. So thank you for coming in my kitchen today. What we having on the menu is going to be pescatarian. That's correct. We're going to do a pescatarian meal to go with the keto meal I did the other day. So we're using some good old salmon. All right. I have to go ahead and do my little sauce to go with it. Yes, I am. Well, you're supposed to use salt and pepper, but you know, me being from New Orleans, I ain't using no salt and pepper. I'm using, yep, you know it. There it is, my Creole seasoning. So first I'm gonna start getting my marinade together for my salmon, and we're gonna bake this in the oven on 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So we're gonna do Parmesan crusted salmon today, okay? So I have my Parmesan cheese. We gotta use the grated Parmesan cheese, and I like this one anyway. So I'm doing. You know, you need to measure. I'm not going to measure. I cook how I cook, okay? So if you wanted to measure, it'd probably be, I say about a half a cup, okay, to a full cup. And then while we're getting the salmon in the oven, we're going to do my version of spinach. Of course, it's pescatarian, half vegetarian today. So I'm also doing some spinach without any meat in it. You know, being from New Orleans, my mom and them always cooked spinach, but they made sure it started off with bacon. We alleviating all that, no bacon today. So let's get back to the salmon, you guys. I have my fillets here. I'm gonna add some Tony Saturé, just a little bit. I have my rosemary here, okay? We're gonna add some rosemary in there. Sorry about coughing, you guys. You can use rosemary to garnish, but I want that flavor of the rosemary in here. So I'm just hooking it up, you guys. I want you to see what I'm doing actually. So let me move this over slightly. And you can see what's going on in my bowl. Okay. And then we have some olive oil. We're going to add some olive oil in here. That's about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add some red pepper flakes. It calls for 2 teaspoons. Okay. And I only did a teaspoon of the rosemary. And then we're going to add some parsley. And that's about less than a quarter of a cup. And then we're going to add some lemon. I'm doing the cup method because we adding a juice from a whole lemon, and I don't want the seeds to go in there. So, and the other thing is going to be capers, okay? So we have that. I'll just get these seeds out my hand. Okay. And then we have some capers here. My son doesn't really like capers, so I'm going to use just 1 teaspoon. It won't be a lot. Just 1 teaspoon and a little bit of the juice, okay? So like I said, this is going to be Parmesan. These are the capers I use. They taste really good. I like them. So I'm going to mix this up. And you know I have to have my olive oil. And there it is. Look at that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get out the rest of my Parmesan cheese. It's the shredded kind. I would like to see a little bit of that in there as well. So I'm going to add a little bit of the shredded. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead, put this back. You see that mixture? And we're gonna add this on. That's a pretty mixture, look at that. Okay, we're gonna add this on the salmon. But first I have to go ahead and I need to make sure each piece is patted dry. Let me add a little olive oil to the bottom of my pan. I have my pan set up with foil, you guys. Gonna go ahead and brush this on. I wonder what you guys are cooking this Sunday. I love to cook. Cooking is my passion. I like to make things taste good and pretty. Food is pretty to me. I hope you guys are doing something great today. I have my salmon here. I'm just making sure all the moisture's out. So you can actually do this a day in advance and let it marinate. Ooh, this salmon smells good and fresh too. So this is gonna be a good meal. Good. Everything's good. So I got my fillets. I'm just drying them off, getting all the extra moisture out of them. We're gonna put this in the oven on 400 for 15 minutes, you guys. Getting all this excess moisture off my fish. It comes with a lot of moisture, look like, but it's coming out all together. So just laying it flat. Let me get a few more paper towels. Yeah, just pressing all the water out. We have some room for some more. This was a lot of water in this fish. Well, I guess it is a water animal, huh? So I have my fish all patted out. And then I'm gonna begin by adding the mixture. To each fillet. And this is gonna be really good, you guys. I mean, you just have to do things like you want. Like I said, a recipe. You can get a recipe out of a book, but according to your taste and your palate, you want to make things taste the way you like it. You can change up any recipe you like. The recipe book is just for guidance. So you can make your recipe like you want. It's not a problem. So I'm just going ahead and putting all this good stuff on here. And we're going to put this in the oven, and while we're waiting for the salmon to be done, we're going to start off on our spinach, okay? So this was just enough for each fillet. We move that to the side. Let me get my hands cleaned up. I'm gonna add a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop these in the oven. Set the timer while I'm waiting for that. While I'm waiting for the fish, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start our spinach, okay? Clean up, clean up. So I have several bags of spinach. What I'm gonna do is put some stuff away, you guys. This spinach is gonna be good. It's gonna be vegetarian style though, okay? So I have my can of Rotel. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my olive oil. I have my garlic out, you guys. And you know what I have to come with? That Holy Trinity, of course, you know that. So what you saying Holy Trinity is, if you never saw it before and you're not from New Orleans, Holy Trinity is bell pepper, onion, and celery. And of course, I'm gonna have to have another item. We're gonna just let that start, is my garlic. I can't live without my garlic. Garlic is so good for you. So while our fish is headed off, we're gonna go ahead and get this garlic in here. I'm doing 2 teaspoons of garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tomatoes in there. These are what I'm using. I'm gonna use 2 cans. These are 2 12-ounce cans, okay? This gives the spinach a lot of flavor. So just drop that in there. This is a real easy dish. I'm gonna add some Creole seasoning. And I'm gonna open up my spinach and start adding my spinach in. This is gonna go well with the fish too. So I'm gonna add a bag at a time. Spinach wilts really fast and it doesn't yield a lot. So you have to use quite a bit if you're gonna be serving quite a bit of people. Okay. So I have it on high. And we're just gonna let this all go down. Like I said, this is just a nice way to do it without having to use the fat from the bacon and all that. It's much healthier. I don't really use too many canned goods, you guys. I like stuff fresh, but sometimes it may call for canned goods. So this is going to be bursting with flavor, but it's vegetarian, okay? So gonna go well over the fish. I'm getting my other bag out. And we're gonna keep adding the spinach. And if I need to add seasoning, you know I'm gonna check it and see how it works. So like I said, while we're waiting, I missed one. While we're waiting for the salmon, we're just gonna keep on mixing in our spinach. So this is spinach and tomatoes. This is a real good dish right here. It's simple too. It's just stewed tomatoes with the chilies in it, spinach, and you know I have the Holy Trinity, bell pepper, onion, and celery. And I use some olive oil. And I like to eat my spinach with boiled eggs. That is so delicious to me, you guys. Look how fast it's wilting. And as it cooks down, you're going to start seeing more and more of the tomatoes. I know you're starting to see the little red bits. We need to add as much more spinach as we can because this is just a small amount. Like I said, once spinach cooks down, it's not a lot. The spinach is a real good source for you. Fiber, proteins, all that. Plant-based meal today. We're doing half pescatarian, half vegetarian. We're going to mix those two together. So we're doing fish. We also have for a weekly thing. I try to do more than just one meal when you're meal prepping because people get bored with their meals. So you try to do at least 2 different types of meal throughout the week. So you could do 3 fish, 2 chicken, something like that. But this is looking pretty good, you guys. Just have to keep adding my spinach. So that was bag number 3. Spinach and tomatoes. Really good, good, good. I don't know what's on your menu today. This might be a good item for you. It's healthy. It's bursting with flavor. Tastes really good. But you don't have to worry about any weight issues. I don't know if you see this, but it's looking pretty good. Pretty darn good, you guys. If anything else we need in here, it would be salt. Because the chilies are mild, but they still have spice to them. So we don't really need to add much more than that. No peppers or anything. If anything there's needed, it would be salt. That's it. I'm going to add one more bag. Because like I said, this is meal prep for a week, okay? Meal prep for the week. We have 8 minutes left on our salmon. If I want to cook it longer after I look at it, I'll let you guys know. But you know I always show you the finishing touches in my videos. This meal doesn't take very long at all. So let me let this finish wilting down all my spinach with my tomatoes. I'm going to add a little sprinkle of salt if we need it. And this goes good. You lay that fish on top of there. This is a real good meal. It really is. But see, I'm going to eat mine with some boiled eggs. I just like to eat spinach and boiled eggs sometimes. That's just how I like it. So the fire is on high because I'm wilting this down and sauteing it. I don't really want a bunch of juice. So it's okay. It's soaking that up pretty well. And you can add a little red wine vinegar to this too if you want. That's another thing for flavor. Good healthy meals. Meal prep for the week. 5 days. Start off your Monday with something good and hearty. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Let me get a fork out. See how this is working. Get a little tomato in there. That is really good. It's missing salt. Spinach usually does need salt though. But if you're one of those people who just can't have salt because of blood pressure or something, then I suggest you don't use that. Use some other method, maybe Mrs. Dash or something. But you will have to use a lot of Mrs. Dash though. So, you guys, it's coming together real good. Like I said, this is meal prep for more than one person. So I'm making sure I have an adequate amount. It's also going to be for me during the week as well. I'm trying to stay on my healthy regimen. This spinach is looking good and it really tastes great, you guys. I love to add tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, to my spinach. It tastes really good. And I like fresh spinach. So we're good. We got 4 minutes left on my salmon. This was a really easy meal. Just sauteing this. The salmon is going to be bursting with flavor because we did Parmesan. So it's going to have a lot of nice flavor to it, you guys. So I hope you guys are cooking this Sunday. You know, it starts off with meal prepping. You prep first for the week. Make smart, healthy choices for your whole entire family. So there you have it. My sauteed spinach and tomatoes. They're ready. Good to go. You can even add Parmesan cheese to this, but I wouldn't suggest you do that. Here it is, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, I love spinach and tomatoes. This is very healthy. Like I said, it's vegetarian. Let me know what you guys are cooking. If you like these videos that I'm giving to you, you can go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I'm on Instagram. That's Creole Roots 47. And I'm on Facebook as well. So you can hit me up. It's Creole Roots Washington on Facebook. Invite others to my channel. Subscribe, like. You can even comment. You have any recipe ideas for me? Let me know. Okay, all things New Orleans. You're in the kitchen with Angela. Thank you so much for joining my channel. This was a quick meal. We have spinach and salmon today. Meal prep Sunday. Thanks for joining me. You have a great day.